The ocean covers more than 70% of Earth. Yet humans have explored less of it than the surface of the moon. And somewhere in that endless darkness, creatures exist that can end a human life in seconds. Some are massive enough to swallow you whole. Others are so small you'd never even notice them before it's too late. But the terrifying part isn't just that these creatures are real, it's that many of them are still out there, hidden beneath black water we barely understand. Imagine floating alone in the middle of the ocean at night. No land, no light, just cold water beneath your feet, and something moving below you. Because these are 10 ocean monsters that could kill you in seconds. The box jellyfish looks almost harmless, transparent, silent, beautiful even. But this creature carries one of the deadliest venoms on Earth. Its tentacles can contain enough poison to kill more than 60 people. Victims describe the pain as feeling like they're being burned alive while electricity tears through their body. What makes it terrifying is how quickly it works. Some people go into cardiac arrest before they even make it back to shore. In parts of Australia, beaches shut down during jellyfish season because swimmers have died within minutes of contact. And the worst part? You usually never see it coming. The creature is nearly invisible underwater. By the time you feel the sting, it may already be too late. But at least the jellyfish doesn't hunt you. The great white shark does. For decades, sharks have ruled human nightmares. A 6,000-pound predator with rows of serrated teeth designed to rip flesh apart. And despite what movies show, shark attacks are often disturbingly quiet. Survivors describe seeing absolutely nothing until the water around them suddenly turns red. One diver off the coast of South Africa said he only realized he'd been attacked when he looked down and saw part of his leg missing. No dramatic music, no warning, just one strike from below. Great whites can detect tiny vibrations in water from hundreds of feet away. To them, a struggling swimmer can sound exactly like injured prey. And when they attack, they don't test their victims gently. A single bite can generate nearly 4,000 pounds of force. But sharks aren't even the smartest killers in the ocean. That title may belong to the orca. People call them killer whales for a reason. Orcas are highly intelligent predators that hunt in organized groups, almost like underwater wolves. They communicate, create strategies, and even teach hunting techniques to their young. Some pods intentionally create waves to knock seals off floating ice. Others trap prey by surrounding it from below. And recently, something strange started happening. Around Europe, orcas began attacking boats. Not one or two incidents. Dozens. Sailors reported killer whales ramming vessels repeatedly, snapping rudders clean off. Scientists still don't fully understand why. Imagine being stranded in open water while creatures smarter than dolphins circle beneath you. It sounds like a horror movie, but it's real. Then there's the stonefish. This creature looks exactly like a rock sitting on the ocean floor. That's what makes it deadly. People accidentally step on it all the time. The moment pressure touches its body, sharp venomous spines shoot upward into the victim's foot. The pain is described as unbearable. Some victims have reportedly begged doctors to amputate the affected limb. Without treatment, the venom can cause paralysis, heart failure, and death. And unlike sharks or whales, the stonefish doesn't need to chase you. It just waits silently, invisible beneath the water. But if there's one creature that truly feels alien, it's the blue-ringed octopus. It's tiny, small enough to fit in your hand, which is exactly why some people make the mistake of picking it up. When threatened, glowing blue rings appear across its body like a warning sign from another world. Its venom contains tetrodotoxin, a poison over 1,000 times more deadly than cyanide. There is no known antidote. Victims often remain fully conscious while their body slowly becomes paralyzed. They can't move, can't speak, can't breathe. Imagine drowning while fully awake. And yet somehow, the ocean still gets worse. Deep beneath the surface lives the goblin shark, a creature so disturbing that scientists nicknamed it the living nightmare. Its jaw literally launches outward from its face to snatch prey in a fraction of a second. Videos of it feeding look less like nature and more like a creature from another planet. But the goblin shark is rarely seen because it lives in darkness thousands of feet below the ocean surface, a place humans know almost nothing about. Which raises a terrifying question. How many creatures are still down there, waiting to be discovered? One answer may be the giant squid. For centuries, sailors told stories about enormous tentacled monsters dragging ships and men into the sea. Most people laughed those stories off as myths, until scientists finally filmed one. The giant squid can grow longer than a bus, with massive eyes the size of dinner plates. Those eyes evolved for one reason: detecting predators in the endless darkness. And if something hunts giant squid, what kind of monster must that predator be? That predator may be the sperm whale, an animal that dives thousands of feet into darkness to battle giant squid in violent underwater fights. Dead whales have washed ashore covered in enormous sucker scars from these deep-sea battles. Imagine what the ocean floor looks like during one of those encounters. Total darkness, crushing pressure, two monsters colliding where no human can survive. But not every killer in the ocean is huge. The cone snail is smaller than your hand. It moves slowly. It even has a beautiful shell people collect on beaches. But inside that shell is a harpoon-like tooth, loaded with venom powerful enough to kill a human almost instantly. Some victims report feeling fine at first, then suddenly collapsing as paralysis spreads through their body. Divers call certain species cigarette snails because, according to the legend, once you're stung, you only have enough time left to smoke one cigarette. And then there's the creature many scientists genuinely fear: the saltwater crocodile. Technically, it lives between rivers and oceans, but this monster dominates coastal waters across Asia and Australia. Saltwater crocodiles are ancient killing machines. They can weigh over 1,000 pounds, swim surprisingly fast, and launch themselves from the water with explosive force. Unlike sharks, crocodiles actively stalk humans. Some attacks happen so quickly that victims disappear before nearby people even understand what happened. A splash, a scream, then silence. And what makes crocodiles truly terrifying is this: they've barely changed since the age of dinosaurs. Nature perfected them millions of years ago. But perhaps the scariest monster in the ocean isn't a specific creature at all. It's the unknown. Because every year, strange animals wash ashore that scientists struggle to identify. Deep-sea cameras capture bizarre shapes moving in darkness before the feed suddenly cuts out. Sounds echo through the ocean that nobody can explain. The sea is vast, black, and largely unexplored. Humans have mapped more of Mars than our own ocean floor, which means somewhere beneath the waves there may be creatures far more terrifying than anything on this list. Maybe they've already seen us. And maybe we're safer not knowing what's really down there. So the next time you stare into the ocean at night, remember this: you're not alone. Something is staring back. And the deeper the water gets, the less human beings matter. What do you think is the scariest creature in the ocean? And if you had to spend one night stranded in open water, would you survive? Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more content like this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Your Highness, and I'll see you in the next one.